Hey everybody, I am Protosses, and this is game number 2 of IMYongHwa against SlayerSCoCa from the Korean Weekly Open, and it is of course round number 1. Thanks to them for giving me the replays. The map is Khaydaria, and this is an ESV map. They do make a lot of great maps over there at ESV. You might recognize some from the ladder like Ohana and whatnot, but this is a map I actually really don't know that much. I mean, I don't know that I've watched any games on here. Maybe just a few here and there, but that's it. Anyways, back to our players. Game number 1, if you haven't watched yet, check it out on my YouTube, of course. I mean, it was quick and deadly. YongHwa took that game down, so Coca's going to need to win this one here. Now, of course, the Forge Fast expands starting out for YongHwa. Probably going to be a standard pool into hatch by Coca, and YongHwa's going to want to delay that with his probe making a pylon most likely. I mean, this is just the standard opening, so just in case you don't know the players that well, SlayerSCoCa from, of course, Slayers, the team created by SlayerSBoxer himself, one of the best Zerg players in the world, very talented Zerg, someone that everyone's going to be hearing a lot of very soon, especially if you're new to StarCraft 2 and you don't remember before when he was just killing it. And YongHwa, he just did great at Home Story Cup. He's someone that, I see as a Code S level player, or maybe just a very high Code A level player, but he's amongst the best Protosses in the world, in my opinion. But hasn't been able to get through those ridiculously hard Code B qualifiers yet. So, hopefully he can get somewhere soon and show off more of his skills. I love to watch his games. A very intelligent Protosses player. So notice that he is making a pylon here. Now, last game he did a cannon rush at the third base after blocking the pylon, and is he going to do that again? It looks like he is, and I mean, this is a smart move to do. Coca doesn't actually see this happening, and he has to decide, do I pull my drones up there to actually kill that off? And in fact, he already canceled and then remade the hatch. Maybe that was just to check what was going on, and the drone coming out to try to deal with this. Now, one drone, is that actually going to be enough? Because the probe can harass the drone, and there always can be another cannon going up as well. So this drone might be in some trouble, and so might this hatch. We do have 6 Zerglings on the way this time. That should help out a lot more. They can, of course, just run around here and get to that photon cannon very quickly. But YongHwa can wall this off a lot more. And actually, it looks like he is going to go for a hatch cancel here. He's not going to let this thing finish and die like he did last game. Definitely has learned from his mistakes in that regard. And as we see, the cancel does occur, and he can just go back and take his natural again. But this is very annoying. Now, where does our Zerg player actually go to expand for his third base? In ZVP, Zerg wants to get a third base up right away against Protosses. You can't just fight 2 base against 2 base. There's just too many strong Protosses timing attacks that are going to punish you for that. So you need to get that huge economy going. So, he's going to have to expand maybe over here. I don't think he'll expand here. This is just too small a base. Look at that. Not enough mineral patches, just a single gas. So we'll have to see what he wants to do, because it's expensive to actually send enough down here, and time-consuming as well, to kill this. But in fact, it looks like he wants to go for tech. Now, it's hard to say if he's going to go for like a 2-base Muta or Infestor. Those were very popular on the Korean server for a while, but this was like 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago at this point, and the metagame's changed a lot since then. Protosses has really figured out how to deal with it most of the time. There's still some use in going 2-base tech. But of course, this could just be an all-in as well. It could just be, some sort of Roach bus, some sort of Baneling bus. And in fact, the probe, it sees that there's only a couple bases so far. And in fact, oh my god, I thought it was going to get out of there. That would have been huge, because it would have been easy for him to scout a bit more, see if there's an additional base. But yeah, this is going to be a very quick layer. Now, what is YongHwa going to go for? If you suspect them of doing something like this as Protosses, normally you want to get a Stargate right after the Cybernetics core. Notice that he is getting a second cannon right away. Probably will grab a sentry immediately as well, because he can't tell right now if it's actually a layer build. He doesn't know for sure if there's gases, but he's going to assume that. But yeah, he's going to need that sentry and extra cannon to be super safe. And probably a Stargate going to come up, because the Stargate's going to make you safe against pretty much everything. The best they can do against that is with 2 bases like Infestor or some crazy Hydra all-in. And the Stargate can absolutely hold both of those. So we'll see if that's what YongHwa wants to go for. He is getting the 3rd gas. That leads me to believe it. that he's going to make quite a few sentries here, and the Stargate as well. And there you go, another sentry being made. Stargate going down as well. So, YongHwa just preparing, you know, covering all his bases. And, of course, Phoenixes can be a great counter to Muta. Is it going to be Muta? No! It's going to be Hydra. So, KOCA's going to go for a bust here. And, you know, you can't really blame him. It's pretty obvious that YongHwa will most likely go for a quick Stargate. So, just going preemptive Hydras and trying to get some aggression on could be a good idea. We're going to have to see how that works out for him. Now, is he going to pair this up with a Nidus or something like that? Of course, oh my god, just as I say it, a Nidus does in fact go down. I wonder if he's going to get Hydra range. That's going to be an important part. Now, he does have an Overlord over here to try to snipe Niduses. This one over here, though, I think is the one he wants to use. But notice the placement of these pylons. YongHwa can see everything except right there, and I think he's going to be able to see that in just a second. Really great placement by YongHwa. He realizes that this is definitely a possibility, and he's getting ready for it. So he's getting a Robo right away. The Nidus is on its way. The range as well. 6 Hydras. He's probably going to use all his minerals towards Lings, any that he actually has extra left over. But he doesn't even have really all that many drones mining right now. Look at this. This is really an all-in. 31 drones against 43 probes. And in fact, he has got, at this point, so many drones. He's got 12 drones on the geysers, so he's actually only mining with, what is it, 19 drones on minerals. So this is kind of crazy, man. And in fact, YongHwa doing his patented just Phoenixes instead of a Void Ray coming out. That can be a very strong move if they don't go for Hydras. You have a lot more Phoenixes, a lot quicker than a Void Ray, and you can start harassing right away. Getting those additional gates as well. But he's going to have to kill the Nidus before it pops up. That's going to be the trick here, because he doesn't have enough damage to actually kill off the Hydras if they come through. Now, where is he going to try to pop up this Nidus from? That is the question. 2 Overlords here. He has his Zergling up front. He could throw it there as well. And, I don't know. We'll just see in a second here. He has it loaded up. He has it all rallied out. And now we just got to see, can YongHwa actually react quickly enough? Because that's what this comes down to. And, in fact, he's going to see that Nidus. And here we go. The Nidus is, in fact, going down. The harassment with these Phoenixes, I think he's probably not even looking at these right now. Warping a couple Zalts to try to deal with this. Is this going to be quick enough? This Nidus is coming up awfully quickly here. And it looks like he's going to just barely get it, but 2 Queens pop out. This means that Creep can come out. And this is actually getting a bit scary. That was... I can't believe YongHwa actually hasn't done more than this, but he has brought back whatever Phoenixes he has left, bringing up the rest of his units as well. The probes came up to kill off the Nidus. He's laid a Creep Tumor as well, but it looks like YongHwa does, in fact, have enough damage here to kill everything off, except for this one Creep Tumor, which is, of course, going to be annoying until he gets an Observer up here. Does he have one? Yeah, he actually has a couple Observers, so he can pull that back pretty easily when he realizes that the Creep is actually spreading right now. And this is always the follow-up. If the Nidus in the main doesn't work, you make it at the front, where you hope that they won't kill it in time. But YongHwa's killed that too. Every time he kills this, that's 100 minerals and gas gone. And look at how many cannons he has. YongHwa looks completely safe at this point. And KOCA has gone all in so hard. Oh my god, another Nidus Worm going down. I think that's going to be just about it here. I mean, these are 2 actually very, very good players going at it. Couple pretty cheesy games here, but you know, it is what it is. After getting his 3rd cannon rush both times, YongHwa decided he didn't have much other chance, and against a player the caliber of YongHwa, KOCA might be right there. And I mean, where is he trying to make the Nidus now? He's making the Nidus so far back at this point he can almost just walk the Hydras up. And I mean, he's got a lot of Hydras. He may as well go for an attack. We'll see if he can actually get anything done, though, because the first Colossus has been started. There's a lot of force fields. And with this many cannons and this many force fields, look at that. That is 5 almost completely full entry sentries. That is almost 20 force fields right now. It's 19 force fields he has. This is a double force field ramp. He's never breaking this. He can do this until he has 2 Colossus out, basically. So, KOCA just washing up against the force fields right now. And look at this. I love this move, though. This is a really smart thing for YongHwa to do. Keep YongHwa focused up here and warp this in. Oh god, YongHwa saw it. Okay, well that's pretty much it, man. I mean, KOCA can't stay too much longer. When he sees this Colossus, I think he's going to have to pretty much GG. These Hydras are not going to do anything whatsoever. And you should be noticing that pretty quickly here. Well, Yeah, I mean, he can transfuse all day. There's no way he's breaking anything here. YongHwa is going to have just way too many units, getting Blink even. What upgrades does he have? He already has +1, getting that +1 armor, getting the Thermal Lance, getting another Colossus, and this pure Hydra army. Yeah, he has only Hydras right now, so... I mean, that's... CoCa is as dead as can be. All his units taking a lot of damage. You know, I wish he would at least have like an Overlord out here so he could have picked this all off. A little bit underwhelming this game. But, the drone's even coming out. Okay, that's a give up right there if I've ever seen one. And up he comes. Should be seeing a GG and a saying here just on the move command, in fact. Alright, so guys, thanks for watching. Please go ahead, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/ArtossesTV. And, you know, go ahead and check out ESV TV in the Korean Weekly. It's a really good event. So, guys, thanks for watching.